Following is a presentation of RDL 518 Sports Network. Oh, hi guys. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Inside Pitch Baseball as I continue to get this game down pat and try to learn the rules and try to get the game situated. Another season has arrived for me. The year that we got yesterday was the year 1959, so that's where this game will come from, as every time I receive a season, I will be doing a game from that season. And I looked over some of the big games. Of course, in 1959, that was the year that the Chicago White Sox actually kind of interrupted the New York Yankee dynasty from like the late 50s to early 60s. And 1959 was the year the White Sox actually made it to the World Series that year. In this game here, we're actually going to be at Kansas City Municipal Stadium for a game against the Kansas City Athletics. On this date, on April 20, as a Steeler fan, 1933 joins me for some baseball action. Good afternoon, sir. In this game, the White Sox destroyed the A's 20-6, and I mean, it looked like a 20-6 game. Let's see what happens when you play a game of inside pitch against a game. Real life was an absolute debacle and destruction for the poor Kansas City A's. So we'll see what happens here in this game. I'll give you the starting lineups here. For the White Sox, it'll be Billy Goodman at batting first at third base. Batting second at second base is Nellie Fox. Batting third at center field, Jim Landis. Batting fourth, the catcher, Sherm Lawler. Some of these guys, of course, you will have heard about. Couple of Hall of Famers. Batting fifth, first baseman Norm Cash. Batting sixth, right fielder is Jim Rivera. Batting seventh at left field, Johnny Collison. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Luis Aparicio, Hall of Famer. And batting ninth, the pitcher for the White Sox in this game is Early Wynn. Starting lineups for the 1959 Kansas City Athletics. Bill Tuttle is at center field, batting first. Batting second in left field is Whitey Herzog. Batting third at second base, Hector Lopez. Batting fourth in right field, some bum by the name of Roger Maris. Batting fifth at first base is Kent Hagley. Batting sixth, third base, Hal Smith. Batting seventh, catcher, Frank House. Batting eighth, shortstop, Joe DeMaestri. And batting ninth, pitcher Ned Garver. He is the starting pitcher for the Athletics in this game tonight. I got to make sure I don't, we got the Kansas City Athletics, not the Kansas City Royals, and the Royals did not exist yet in 1959. And this was only, and of course, 1959 was the one of the last 2 years in Major League Baseball where we only had the original 16, because in 1961 we added 2 new teams. In 61 in the American League, and that, of course, was the Minnesota Twins, which really was an addition. It was the Washington Senators going to Minnesota, so they become the Minnesota Twins. And, of course, we had the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, and that is the next season I actually got coming in. I'll have that probably in a couple of days. It was 1961. As I'm moving my way from the back to the front with Inside Pitch, I just think it's a great way to learn the game and start the beginning as we do a little history of baseball from the 1950s up to today. So we're going to see what happens in today's game, as the fans at Kansas City Municipal Stadium are getting into the action. We're ready to play. Steeler fan 1933 has joined me. He will be the host on the chat. And let's see how this game goes. So Ned Garver pitching for the Athletics. And leading off for the Chicago White Sox will be Billy Goodman. Top of the first. Let's play ball. It starts with a 3-5, and that is a possible error on the throw, if there is a throw. So now we go to Billy Goodman's card. And that is a 6-3, and that is a ground ball to third. The third baseman is Smith. And that is a throwing attempt on a 6-3 because of the ground ball to third base. But the 15 is on the blue dot on the D20. Bill Smith Smith's error rating is a 12, so the 15 is higher than the 12, so there is no error. So he throws to first and gets out number 1. And what I should get, of course, is the out card, as people can know what is happening. So out number 1, as Goodman is retired on a ground out to third. Next batter is Nellie Fox, as Al Red Sox fan joins me. King of the Hill has arrived. Always an honor to have you here, sir. Yes, former Red Sox Billy Goodman. Here is Nellie Fox for the White Sox. He is at second base. And that is a 5-6, and that is going to be it's a blank against the lefty, so we go to Nellie Fox's card. That would have been a strikeout opportunity if Fox was a right-hander. 6-2 on Fox. That is a ground ball to first. And we've got 2 outs. Next batter for the White Sox is Jim Landis. 3-6 on Garver's card. That's a blank. We go to Landis's card. 3-4 on Landis's card is a line drive shot hit right to second, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. And leading off for the Kansas City A's is Bill Tuttle. Go White Sox, I think. Yes, that's correct, Al. You are 100% correct as always, sir. Of course, I do want to wish everybody a somber, well, I guess maybe I should have done this first. Today, of course, is September 11th, and we all know what happened on that date. So before I actually make the next roll, I probably should have started this here. A moment of silence for what happened in the World Trade Center. That was 19 years ago, and everybody asked, where were you when the World Trade Center was destroyed? And I was working I was working for a car dealership here about 19 years ago when I actually was watching TV and saw the second plane go into the second tower. So a moment of silence. It is for the people that lost their lives that day and who lost their lives later because of that day, and not just of the day itself, but for those who received injuries when the towers fell, for the people who served in the wars after the towers fell. So never forget, as our Red Sox fans says, a moment of silence for the people that died then on that day, and not just the people that died, but the people whose all lives were changed on September 11, 2001. Thank you very much. Let's get back to baseball. Bill Tuttle is the batter for the Athletics. Let's see what he's got. 2-4 on Ned Garver's card. Possible strikeout. A 13. Bill Tuttle will not be in there. He is against right-hand pitcher. It's a 5. Kansas Municipal Stadium doesn't add anything to the strikeout ratings. It does subtract a walk and nothing to home runs. So no strikeout. So Tuttle will get a chance to swing. And that is a 6-2, and that is a fly out to center for out number 1. Next batter is Whitey Herzog, Hall of Famer, but of course not for his hitting, but for his managing, as what he would do with the Cardinals in the future would be the big thing. So Whitey Herzog will get a track. Garver 3-2. That is a blank. We go to Herzog. I'm sorry, it should be Early Wynn. I'm on the wrong card. I'm sorry, I wrote that again. 3-2 on Early Wynn. And that's actually a blank anyway because of a star line on the right side, but Whitey Herzog's a lefty. So we roll again. And that is a 6-6 on Herzog's card. And that is going to be a single. That's going to be a single past the second baseman. That's a base hit for Herzog. And he will go to first. Attempt rating is a 1. See if anything's going on. Which an 11, there isn't. And the next batter is Hector Lopez. You're seeing Hector Lopez in a New York Yankees card. He was traded to the Yankees later, but he was on the Athletics. He was on the A's when this game was played. So Hector Lopez is wearing a Yankees jersey, but he is playing for the Athletics today. One thing I love about Payoff Pitch, Joe Bryan creates cards for each player for a trade. That's what I think I do like about it. But I have no problem grabbing a card out of another team's deck and putting it on the team they're supposed to be with. Doesn't take long. 4-2 on early Wynn. That is going to be a strikeout possibility. 14 is higher than both, so we go to Lopez's card. And that is a 5-1. That's going to be a double. That is a double to left field. So we have a big hit for Lopez. So we know the runners move at least 2 bases. It is a double to left. Now we got to check the base running. So double to left. And that is for first to home for Whitey Herzog is a -1 on his base running rating. So it's 4. And that becomes a 3. That becomes a 3. The left fielder is Rivera. His is a -1 arm, so it becomes a 2. So we roll 2. So we roll 2 dice. So 1 to 2. Herzog does score. 3 to 5. He has to hold 6. He may be out. And it is a 6. He's got to be out. So we now roll on the roll of a 6 on the throw chart, because now we got to see what happens with the lead runner. So a 6 of the lead. So actually a roll of 6 on the throw chart. The lead runner advances. Ball caught off. Trailing runner is caught in a rundown. Oh boy. Okay. So let's see what we got if I can do this right here. So throw chart. It is a 6. So let's see here. Check to see on a rundown. So we go to the rundown chart. So lead runner advances. Ball caught off. So that means Herzog does score, as he's the lead runner. So he advances, and Hector Lopez is caught in a rundown. So now we roll to see what happens in a rundown. And we roll here, and it is a 6. And the runner gets under tag at the advanced base. Hector Lopez actually makes it to third, and it is the Athletics scoring 1-0. I'm hoping I did that right. First time I had a rundown check, so we will see. But according to that, that is a double, and that turns into actually, in a way, a triple. So Lopez actually advances to third, and it is 1-0 Athletics. The next batter for Kansas City will be Roger Maris, and we all know what he did a couple of years later, which is probably going to be the game I'm going to choose from 1961. Will be the New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, Roger Maris game where he goes for 61. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Athletics. The infield is going to be in to try to keep Hector Lopez from scoring. And that is a 2-5, and that is a possible that goes to early Wynn's cards here. So it's a 12, and that doesn't go to either one, either a star line or left-handed batter. So now we treat it as a blank. We now go to Maris's card. 5-4 is against the righter is going to be a ground ball. There's going to be a ground ball to second base. So the infield is in. So the infield is in. And Hector Lopez, with a base running rating of 3, is not going to run. So they're going to go with that play because his chances to score be a 1. So they're going to go ahead and throw to first and get Maris, and that's going to be 2 outs. Next batter will be Kent Hadley. Infield now will be normal. And we have a 6-4. That's a possible strikeout. An 18, though. And an 18 is going to do it. An 18, Hadley obviously strikes out a lot here. So strikes out because an 18 against both sided batters, an 18 on the dice. There is no change from Municipal Stadium. So Hadley is out of there. And that will end the inning. It's the Royals. It's the Athletics that score first. They lead it 1-0. On 1 run and 2 hits. As our Red Sox fan says, be right back. Not a problem. Ned Garver, here top of the second inning, will be pitching to the White Sox, and that is Sherm Lawler. He will lead it off. Lawler is the catcher for the White Sox. 1-4, possible strikeout. 19 is above the boat, so we go to Lawler's card. 6-5, and that is a star 7. So this could be a chance here. And against the right-handed batter, Lawler, there's a 13. So we go to the top. Against right-handed pitcher, I should say. And Lawler is an 8-13, a 13 on the dice. Lawler is going to get a double. Leadoff double for the White Sox. That will bring up Norm Cash. A 1-6 on Garver's card. It would be a single if he's tired, but he is not. So we go to Cash's card. Cash 4-5, and that is a fly ball to left field. It's a fly ball to left. Lawler with a base running rating of 2. He really does not have a chance to run, so that's going to be 1 out as Cash flies out to left. Next batter for the White Sox is Jim Rivera. 1-6, and that's another single chance, but Garver's not tired. Rivera 2-3, and that's a fly ball to right. That is a fly out to right, and with a runner on second. Base running rating, Sherman Lawler is a 2, but with 2, is a 2, and we'll see if he wants to see if he advance. He might advance on the run. So, and the right fielder is Maris, who has a -1, so it's a 1 for him to advance. A 1 he advances, 2-5 he holds, 6 he may be out. 2 he holds at second base, and there are 2 outs. And the batter will be Johnny Collison. And that is a 3-1 on Garver's card. And that is a possible hit by pitch, a -4. And a 6 -4 is a 2, but a 12 on the dice will not be a hit by pitch. So now we go to Collison. Collison's card is a 5-2. Starline 1. That's going to be a fly out back to Ned Garver's Starline fly out to center, and that is going to end the inning. So after a leadoff double, the White Sox still down 1-0 to the Athletics. In a game where the White Sox absolutely destroyed Kansas City, 20-6. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Hal W. Smith leads off for the A's. Nice little inside pitch. 4-3, and that is a range play. So we go to Hal Smith's card. 3-5, and it's a ground ball to third. Now, that usually would be an out, but it's a range play. So the ball is hit to third. Goodman's range is a 4. So a 1-4, he makes the play. 5-6, it's going to be a base hit. And it gets by Goodman. That's going to turn into a single 4. It's going to turn into a single 5, an S5, and Smith's on base with a base hit. Base hit for Smith. Batter up for Kansas City will be Frank House. Smith has an attempt to 1. We'll see if he does anything. And he doesn't. And that is a 2-5 for Wynn, and that is a question mark. We go to here, an 18 on the board, but nothing going on. It's above the 18, so we now go to blank. We go to House. 4-4 is a single to left field. That's a base hit, so we know runners automatically at first and second. Now the question is, does Smith go to third? His base running rating is a 2. It was hit to left. So Collison's arm rating is a -2. And so Smith, automatically, he doesn't move. So Hal Smith just stays at second base. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And the batter for the Athletics is Joe DeMaestri. Bottom of the second innings there. Nobody out here in this game. Early Win having some issues here against the Kansas City Athletics. Infield is Infield is in double play depth. 3-5 on Wynn's card, and that is a single one if he's tired, which he's not. DeMaestre's card 4-1, and that is a ground ball. That's a ground ball to short. We may have a double play, so we'll see. So DeMaestre is a right-handed batter. So, and a ground ball. The second baseman is the pivot. So his double play rating is a 3. The infield wasn't double play rep, so it's a 4. The pivot to second baseman is Fox, and his pivot rating is 0. So a 1 to 4, and we have a double play. And we do. So Smith does advance to third, and House and DeMaestre are out, and it's 2 outs. And that does bring up the pitcher, Ned Garver. He actually does hit pretty well. He batted .282 as a pitcher. Runner on third. Hal W. Smith is on third for the Athletics. The pitch to Garver. 5-4, and that is we go to the ballpark check at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. So let's see what the stadium does for this game. 6-6, and that's going to be a ground out to first, and that will end it. No runs for the Athletics on 2 hits. 2 innings in the books. Still 1-0 Kansas City. We go to the top of the third. Ned Garver coming back out there for the A's. Leading off for Chicago will be Luis Aparicio. Did I watch Game 3 of Mike's Astros Mets series? No, I did not. He did that game very late. I have not watched it yet. So if you can, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know. I have not watched it yet. So I don't know I don't know how that game finished. If you want to tell me what happened, that's fine. I mean, I'll probably still watch it. I actually did give it a like before I went to bed. He did that game very late. So Garver pitches to Aparicio. 2-4, and that is a strikeout chance. Aparicio, his strikeout's 4-5, a 1, and that's going to get it. Aparicio goes down on strikes, 1 out. And that will bring up early Wynn. 4-6 on Garver's card is a walk possibility switch hit against the lefty, Wynn is a switch hitter. And that's a walk plus 10, so 10 gets added to his walk rating, and it's and that's definitely he's gonna walk the pitcher. So Ned Garver, he uploaded instead of going live, and Wynn's gonna draw a walk. So he walks the pitcher. Wynn does not steal. We go to the top of the batting order for the White Sox and Billy Goodman. Infield is in. Infield double play depth. 2-5. That is a range check on Goodman's card. 5-2 is a ground ball to third. So let's see what he does here. So the ball was hit to third base. It's to Smith. His range is a 1. That's not good. But if he rolls a 1, it could be a possible double play. If not, it's gonna be a base hit. And it's a 6. That's gonna get by for a base hit. So that is a grounder. 5-6. That is a grounder. 5-2 actually. 2. So ground ball to third base. So we know Wynn makes it to second automatically. Goodman's on first. Question is, does Goodman make it to third? So we check the chart, and it becomes an S5, and his base running rating has to be at least 5. His base running rating is 2, and he's not. So Wynn has to hold at second base. Base hit for Goodman. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And the batter is Nellie Fox. .25 on Garver's card, another range check. So now we check Nellie Fox's range card. 6-4, fly ball to left field. So the left fielder is Whitey Herzog. His range is a 5. So we roll the die again. A 5 or lower, he makes the catch. It's a 2. He's got it. So that's the second out. So Nellie Fox is out. Nellie Fox is out on that play to left field. And the question is, does early Wynn advance on the fly out with a runner on second base, and it's a fly out to left field? There is immediately no advance, and we have 2 outs. The next batter for the White Sox is Jim Landis. Landis lined out his last time up. 3-3, Ned Garver. That is a blank. We go to Landis's card. 2-2, and that is a possible hit, possible fly ball to center field. The dice rolls a 20 though, and against the right-handed batter, Landis, unbelievable. A 1-5 is a single, 6-15 a double, a 16-19 is a triple, and he rolled a 20, and that's going to be a fly out to center. Wow. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk for the White Sox. Landis can't believe it that he thought he got that ball hit well, but he gets nothing, and the White Sox are retired in the top of the 3rd. Big difference between payoff pitch and inside pitch. As you can tell, the fielding positions actually makes a difference, and usually, if that was just payoff pitch, that would have been probably a fly out simpler there. And if that was a payoff pitch play, but in this case, though, you get mixture changes as some gives the batters maybe a little bit chances. I kind of like inside pitch, as I said, because it's a lot more in depth than payoff pitches. I'm just not that fast with it yet, as I'm still learning the game. We do go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Leading off for the Kansas City Athletics is Bill Tuttle. Flew out his last time up. 4-6. That's a range play of the ballpark. So now we'll check Municipal Stadium. 6-3, and that's a blank, and that means that's a rare play. So we actually have to go to the rare plays, bases empty. Go to the rare play check, which means that the range check is automatically canceled out. So we roll 2 dice again. And that is a 2-4. Second baseman goes into hole to make the play and hurts arm on throw. Resolved play is a G4 range play. Check for injury to second base. Oh, Cammy Poo 2915 is here. Of course, he would join us. So it's a ground ball to second base. The ball was hit to Nellie Fox. He has a range of 5. So now we do it as a range play. It's a 3. So he gets Tuttle out. So he's out of there. So that's 1 out. But it could be an injury to second baseman. So Nellie Fox's injury rating, if I can find it here, his injury rating is a 1. So he doesn't get hurt much. So we got to see. So 1 though. So now we roll another die and see where the injury rating is. And it is a 1, and he is fine. So Nellie Fox maybe just got a stinger, and he will be okay. And that just goes as a ground out to second base. 1 out. And yes, Cammy Poo, you are correct. We are lucky because you are the life of the party here. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Next batter up for the Athletics is Whitey Herzog. And that is a 4-6 on early Wynn's card. Another range play check to the ballpark. 1-4, and that is a possible single past the shortstop. But Luis Aparicio, his range is a 5. He can make the play, and he does. Aparicio turns that single into a ground out, 2 outs. Aparicio had excellent range at short. Here's Hector Lopez for the A's. 6-2, and that is a possible strikeout on Lopez's card. Against right-handed batters is a 9, a 2, and on the dice, and Lopez is out of there as early Wynn strikes out Lopez. And that goes as a 1-2-3 inning for the Athletics. 3 innings in the books. It is still 1-0 KC. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Like to remind you, tonight If one of you doesn't know, tonight we have Game 4 of the 1994 National League Division Series between the Reds and the Dodgers. The Dodgers lead that series. 2-1. The Reds face elimination tonight. Can you actually believe that there'll be the Reds facing elimination and not the other way around? Huge game at Dodger Stadium tonight on my network, 8 o'clock. RJL 518. Reds at Dodgers, Game 4. It's going to be John Roper versus Pedro Estacio. Can the Dodgers eliminate the Reds tonight, or will the Reds send it back to Riverfront for Game 5 tomorrow? Oh boy! Now we really get to the game. Now we really get to the games that mean everything. Top of the 4th inning here, an inside pitch. 1-0 Kansas City Athletics over the White Sox. Ned Garver coming out to pitch, and leading off for the White Sox is Sherm Lawler. And that is a 5-5, and that is a blank on Garver's card. So we go to Lawler. 5-5 on Lawler's card also, and that's going to be a single past the third baseman. That's a base hit. Lawler gets his second hit of the day, and he goes to first. Next batter will be Norm Cash. I'm going to start rolling the blue die as well as the secondary die if necessary. Saves me from having to roll another die. So the red die is red first, then white. The blue is used in case of a play. Like the party, as long as the party's at a morgue. I love my chat. Ned Garver's pitch, 2-2, and that is a range play again at the ballpark. Kansas City Municipal Stadium, 4-4. And that is a single +9, which means it could turn into a double. So I got to check that rule, but I think I got that rule right. So let's see what we got here. So that is as I get to the rules here. So single +9, possible stretch double to left field. So we already know that it is a single. So we know Lawler goes to second base. We roll the adjusted base run rating, then batter safe for the double. So the extra die is a 3. And Norm Cash's base run rating is a 3. However, the ball was hit to 9. So that ball was hit to right field Rivera. His arm rating is a 2. His arm rating is -1. So that actually makes it a 2 base running rating. So if the roll is less than the base running rating, then batter is safe with a double. And that is going to be, if his base running rating is a 3 and a -1, brings his base running to a 2, so a 3. So if the roll is greater than the base running rating, it holds with a single. Now Lawler, of course, is on second. So we know Cash stays at first base. Now Lawler at second base, does he advance to third? So it was a S plus. It was a 4-4. So it was an S +9. So the ball was hit to right field. Now we check to see if what he does there, a ball to right field, and it's a +2 for Lawler. His base running rating is a 2. +2 is a 4. There's a 4 minus the 1 to Maris, which is a 3. So it's a 1-3. So a 1-3. Lawler goes to third base, though. It is a 2, and he does. So Lawler does make it to third. But Norm Cash, held at first base. So runners at first and third with nobody out. And the batter is Jim Rivera. And the infield is going to play double play. Depth. So Garver will pitch. And that is a 1-5 possible wild pitch. A 19, though, beats both. So that's fouled. So you roll again on Garver's card. And that is a 4-1 and a possible home run check off of Garver. But so the rating is a 4, and Rivera's a left-handed batter. So it's a 1-6. So that does pass the check. Now we roll to see if Rivera hits a home run. So we roll the D20 again, but it's a 12. He does not. So now we go to Rivera's card for a blank. 6-3 on Rivera's card. That is a ground ball. That is a ground ball too short. The infield is playing back. Double play rating is a 2. Garver's double play rating is a 0, so a 2. The Rivera is a lefty, so on a ground ball to short, the second baseman's right-handed, so a -1 for a double play chance for the pivot, so -1. So that means that on a 1, it is a double play, and the 3 is rolled on the blue die, so it is not a double play. It is not a double play, but the 3 is the same as Norm Cash's card, so which means Cash does make it to second. The only play was the first. Rivera is out, but Lawler does score on the play, and it's now tied at 1. I hope I did that right. Jeez. Need a flow chart. Got to get a flow chart. But according to that, I'm going to say the game is tied at 1 with 1 out here now in the top of the 4th. So it goes as a fielder's choice. And the batter now will be Johnny Callison. The infield is now normal. Oh, the black die too, I guess. 5-1 on Callison's on Garver's card as a blank. We go to Callison. 3-1 on Callison's card is a star line 5, and that is going to be a fly ball to left. He is out of there. Norm Cash's base run, fly ball to left. Norm Cash, I believe, with a runner on second, does not go. No advance, so there are 2 outs. Callison is out as Cash holds. And the batter will be Luis Aparicio. 1 down, 19 to go. Yeah, I know, right? Where's this 20-6 game I was expecting? Ned Garver will pitch. And that is a 2-6 on Garver's card. A possible home run by Aparicio. And it'll go right to Aparicio's check. And he's against a right-handed batter. It's a 4, but a 15 on the 20-sided die does not give a home run. So now we go to Aparicio's card. 6-5, and that is a hit, a possible hit to center. And a 1 is hit on against the right-handed card, and that is going to be a single for Aparicio. And that is a S8. That is a single for Aparicio. We know on 2 outs, Cash we automatically goes to third. Now we see if he scores. With 2 outs, his base running rate includes the 4, and the ball is hit to center field. Tuttle's arm rating's a -2. So a 1-2, Cash goes ahead, would score on a single to center, but with a 5 on the die here, Cash holds. So it's runners at first and third. As I read, the blue die is the number 2 die I use. The black will be the number 3 die. So Cash holds at third as he cannot score on the single. And the batter is going to be early Wynn. Pitch running, and that is a 6-4 on Garver's card. Possible star line here, and that's going to be a 9, and that will be a star line. They go to blue. It's going to be a star line 4, ground out to short. And that ends the inning. White Sox get 1 run, 3 hits, and we're tied at 1 here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. For those of wondering how I'm running the dice, the red and white die are the first dies. The red, the blue die is the first secondary die. The black die will be the second secondary die. So we do not check blue and black unless we have to. As we'll roll them all at once and see what happens. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Roger Maris leads off for the Athletics. He's 0 for 1. And a 4-6 on Wynn's die, on Wynn's card. And that is a possible range play check at the ballpark. 1-4 at Kansas Municipal Stadium is going to be a single right past the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit for Maris. Maris gets his first hit of the game. His attempt rating is only on a hit and run, and the batter for the Athletics is Kent Hadley. So we see if anything happens on a hit and run, and it doesn't. So now we go on the strategy roll. A 5-2 on Wynn's card is going to be a possible error on a grounder. So now we go to Hadley's card. 1-5 on Hadley's card is a single. Is going to be a single past the shortstop again. That's going to be another base hit. In single base hit. So Maris goes to second. His base running rating is a 4. And in order for him to get to third, he has to have a 5. He has to have a 5, which he doesn't. So he holds at second base. Which he doesn't on second base. Now we got to see if an error still occurred and see if an error was out. So a 7. So the error check was to set the shortstop. So it was to Aparicio. His error rating is an 8. And yeah, 7 on the die. There's going to be an error as well. And that's going to be an error probably on the infield throw. It's an infield single with 1 extra base advancement on bad throw. Otherwise, everyone only gets 1 base. So runners actually advance 2 bases on it. So it's a single and an error for Kent Hadley. That is an E6 on Aparicio. An error on the White Sox. Next batter is Hal Smith. Nobody out. Chicago's going to call the infield in. 3-6 on early Wynn's card is a possible strikeout, a 10 and a 9 here against the right-hander. Kansas Municipal Stadium does not add anything to it, so it's not a strikeout. So Smith gets a chance. 1-4 on Hal Smith's card is going to be a pop-up too short. And that's going to be out number 1. Ugh. Nobody moves. Batter will be Frank House. House hit a base hit his last time up. Infield is still in. A 6-2 on Wynn's card, and that is a possible strikeout. A 20 on the die. There is not a chance for House to strike out on that. So now we go to House's card. And that is a 5-3. That is a 5-3, and that is going to be a fly out to right. So that's out number 2. Now does Maris score? Fly out to right field as we check the chart. Going to fly out to right. If the 1d6 roll is less than the batter equal to... Now, first of all, I should check. Okay, it was House. It was House. So House's sacrifice fly rating is a 0. So the blue die says 5, so nothing there. So we skip that. So House does not get a sacrifice fly. Then you re-roll the 1d6 on the throw chart with the batter rating and outfielder so Roger Maris's base running rating is a 4. The ball was hit to right. Rivera's arm rating is a -1, so it's a 3. The black die says it's a 3. That's the secondary roll, which means Maris will score on a sacrifice, and the Royals now lead 2-1. Try to get it where I don't have to roll much dice. Use the original. Whatever is on the dice is what's there. Make it a little bit easier than rolling, because I really want to always keep, as I'm still learning the game, I still want to keep the dice rolls as they are. But there are now 2 outs. And Ken Hadley, of course, stayed at second. 2-1 Athletics. As Maris comes in to score, and the batter will be Joe DeMaestri. Pitch coming. That is a 3-6, and that's a single. That's a straight single up to center field. That's a. I'm sorry, well, that 3-6 early win is a K. Possible strikeout, and a 9 against the right-handed batter's 11. Yep, DeMaestri does strike out. I gotta remember, this is not payoff pitch. This is inside pitch. It's a strikeout, and the inning is over, but the Kansas City Athletics get a run on 2 hits and an error. It's now 2-1 at the end of 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Ned Garver pitching for Kansas City. Leading off for the Pale Hose is Billy Goodman. One on Garver's card's a blank. Go to Goodman. 2-6 on Goodman's card is a fly ball to left, and that's 1 out. And timeout is called. Timeout for station break. There you go. Apologize for that, people. Sometimes life does get in the way of streaming. Let's see. So Goodman was out. So the next batter for the White Sox is Nellie Fox. 2-1 Athletics here. That is a 2-5. That is a range play on Fox's card. 3-2, and that is a single possible hit to center field. Tuttle's range is a 3, so 1-3 he makes the play. Nope, he's not going to get it. That will be a straight single to center. Fox gets it. Attempt rating is a 1 to see if he does anything. It's a 16, so nothing goes on. Next batter will be Jim Landis. And that is a 1-3, a blank on Garver's card. Landis a 1-5. And that's going to be a single to left. So we know that Landis gets to first base. Fox's base running rating is a 4, but the ball was hit to left field. And so it's a -2 on Fox to try to get it. So 4 -2, and the left fielder is Herzog. He has no. So a 1-2, Fox will advance to third. And he does, and he holds. Batter now for the White Sox is Sherm Lawler. As now it looks like the White Sox got something going on. Runners at first and second. 6-3 on Garver's card is a blank. Go to Lawler. Infield, of course, isn't double play def, as it usually would be. 4-1 on Lawler's card is a ground ball to short. That could be a double play, so we'll see what we get. Sherm Lawler's double play rating is a 4, and Garver doesn't take anything away from that, so it's a 4. The pivot as a right-hander, and the ball was hit to short. So the pivot player is second baseman, and that is Lopez. It's a -1. So that's going to be a 3 to turn the double play or lower. And he does, which means Fox does get to third, but Landis and Lawler are out. They are 2 away. The next batter for the White Sox is Jim Rivera. (6-4-3). Nope, not Jim Rivera. I'm sorry. Norm Cash is the batter. I gotta get this batter. Cash is the batter. Singled his last time up. Pitch coming. 6-3. Blank on Garver's card. 2-5 on Cash's card. And that's going to be a star line 3, and that's a ground out to third. Garver's as he hits it to Smith and throws to first, and that ends the inning. So what could have been a nice, promising inning for the White Sox, they get nothing. No runs, 2 hits. It's still 2-1 Athletics. Bottom half of the 5th. Leading off for the A's is Ned Garver. Garver checks and deals from Wynn. 1-3, possible strikeout. Garver doesn't strike out much for a pitcher. A 7 there and a 19, that's not going to be a strikeout. So he hits. Let's see what he gets. That is a 5-2, and that's going to be a star line 3, a fly ball to right. 1 man out. And the batter is Bill Tuttle. Tuttle is 0 for 2. 2-3 on Wynn. Possible strikeout. Tuttle is against the right. Tuttle is a 5. A 2 on the blue die on the D20. And that's going to be a strikeout. Tuttle goes down. And the next batter is Whitey Herzog. Herzog 1 for 2. 3-6. And that is a strikeout plus 10 on Wynn's card. So it turns a right-hander against Whitey Herzog, who has a strikeout rating of 11 against right-handers. That becomes a 21. And a 4 is easily Whitey Herzog goes down on strikes. And a nice 1-2-3 inning by Wynn. We go to the top of the 6th. Ned Garver comes back out for Kansas City. I'm going to write in his fatigue rating there. Early Wynn's fatigue is 29. Ned Garver actually is up here. And Wynn's is here for fatigue rating for batters. Ned Garver gets back on the mound, top of the 6th. There's Jim Rivera for the White Sox. 6-2 on Garver's card. That is a possible strikeout. Right-handed pitcher A. 8 of 4. And yep, down goes Rivera for the K. 1 out. 20-6 is the way this game was supposed to go, and it's 2-1. So instead of the big explosion I was supposed to get, I get a pitcher's duel, Steeler fan. I don't know what's up. Here's Johnny Collison. He's 0 for 2. 4-3 range play. Now we hit the Collison, and that is a 3-4, and that is a single hit. The ball was hit to first base. So Hagley's range is a 2. So 2 to Larry makes it. Nope, that is going to be a single, and that could be a possible. It could be a single or a double. 1 to 4, it's a double. Nope, it's just going to be a single. Base hit for Collison, and he is on first. Attempt rating is a 1. Let's see if he does anything here. Nope, nothing going on. That's baseball for you. Exactly there, Matt. Next batter for the White Sox is Luis Aparicio. Singled his last time up. Infield double play depth. 1-4 on Garver's card. Possible strikeout, but no, the 19, not a chance. Aparicio 2-2, and that's a pop out to second. 2 outs. And that will bring up early Wynn, the pitcher for the White Sox. 3-6 on Garver's card is a blank. We go to Wynn. 4-3 on Wynn's card is a ground out to short. And that ends it. No runs, but a hit for the White Sox. They're getting hits, just not getting runs. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up, still 2-1 Kansas City A's. I would like to mention that when I do receive the 1961 season, I am going to try to see if we can get Roger Maris to get his home run. And that will be the last game of that series. That'll be 1961. I believe it's October. I think it's October 3rd, 1961. Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. I believe that game was in New York. Was it Yankee Stadium? Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1, early Wynn back on the mound for the White Sox. And it will be Hector Lopez batting for the A's. He's 1 for 2 with a double. 1-4, and that is a star line against a right-handed bat no, it's not a star line. That is a star line against a right-handed batter. And Lopez, and that is going to be a ground out to short for out number 1. That's right, because it's a star line up here. So Lopez goes down. 1 man down. And that brings up Maris. Three on Wynn's card is another strikeout plus 10. Maris against the right is a 20. 8. Maris goes down on strikes. 2 down. The batter now is Kent Hadley. Singled and reached on an error. Single and an error last time he batted. Two-4 on Wynn's card. Range check to Hadley. Hadley, 5-2. Ground ball right back to Wynn. Now, Wynn's got Wynn's range. His range is a 5. So, Wynn's range is a 5. And let's see what he got here. So we roll a die. A 1-5. Wynn's going to make the play, and he does. Nice ground back to Wynn. He throws back to first. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Athletics. I want to say Royals. Boy, I want to say Royals so bad. 6 innings in the book, still 2-1. Kansas City Athletics lead the White Sox in kind of like a vengeance game for that 20-6 drubbing. That the White Sox gave them on that date. We go to the top of the 7th. Ned Garver. And this batter will go ahead and bring up fatigue for him, but he will pitch to Billy Goodman, as Garver has a 28 rating on relief pitchers. SDG Replays joins me here today. Thank you for joining me, sir. An honor to have you here. From the top of 7th inning, 2-1 of a game in 1959 between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Athletics at KC Municipal Stadium. He is mowing his lawn and will be listening. That is excellent, sir. Still trying to get this game down pat. It's not payoff pitch, I know that, but I like the system. Goodman will take a swing from Garver, and that is fouled away. Roll again. 4-1 on Garver's card. That's a possible home run chance. And Billy Goodman's a lefty, and as a 1-6, it passes the check on a 3. So Goodman now has a chance to hit a home run, but he only has a 1. So the only way he hits a homer is if this D20 is a 1. And it's, boy, he was not even close on a 20. So now it goes to Goodman's card. 2-3 on Goodman's card, but it does get a single, so it turns a home run into a single. That's a single to right, and Goodman will be safe at first. Next batter for the Pale Hose is Nellie Fox. Billy Goodman attempt as a 1. Checking Ned Garver to see what his fatigue rating is, and he only has 2 squares of fatigue, a 1-6 and a 2-4. We'll see if he can get through this inning, because he is actually due to bat third in the bottom of the 7th. First, we see if there's going to be anything happening at first, and there will not be. Ned Garver, a 4-4, and that goes right to the ballpark card. 6-5, and that is a single plus 7, so that means that could be a single turned into a double for Nellie Fox. So we know that's definitely a single. The first thing we got to do here for Billy Goodman, and that's at the left field. Goodman's base running rating is a 1. Base running rating is a 1 and a single, and that was a single to left. So in order for Goodman to run to third, it's a -2. There is no way he can make it to third base, which means Nellie Fox cannot advance to second anyway. So it stays as a runners at first and second. That rule I do know. That is Nellie Fox's second hit of the game. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here for the White Sox. And the batter is Jim Landis. Since Goodman cannot advance to third, there was no way Fox could make it to second. And I want to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is correct. I'm pretty sure that's right. Let's see here. Yeah. Because there was no way he could advance to third. So now here's Jim Landis. See what he does. Runners first and second. Nobody out. Top of the 7th inning. That is a 1-2, a blank on Garver's card. Go to Landis. 5-4 on his card, and that is going to be a single to center field. That is a definite single to center. So Goodman goes to third. Fox goes to second. Landis at first. Goodman's base running rating is a 1. And on a single to 8, on a single to center, it's a -1. So Goodman becomes a 0. The center fielder arm for the Royals is a -2. So Goodman, no way he can score. Jeez, and he's got absolutely no speed. And we got bases loaded, nobody out. And the batter is Sherm Lawler. Could this be the inning that the White Sox explode? They got bases loaded, no one out. And now Ned Garver is going to have to come out here. That's going to be it for Garver. So I'll go to the bullpen with him. So I'll check the pitchers and see who I want to bring in. And coming in relief for Kansas City is going to be Bob Grimm. Bob Grimm will come in relief. We get his batter card because he does have one, just in case. Grimm will pitch to Lawler, and his relief rating is a 9. So we actually pitched 9 batters. Bases loaded, nobody out. The infield is going to play. The infield is going to play back for the double play. They'll surrender the tying run to try to turn 2. Here's Lawler, pitch from Grimm, 5-3, and that's a blank. We go to Lawler. Lawler, 5-4. That's a ground ball right back to Grimm. So do they turn the double play is the question. They turn the double play. Double play by Lawler is a 4. Grimm is a 0. Grimm is a 0. Now Lawler's a right-handed batter, so the second baseman is the pivot guy. And that is Lopez. It's a -1. It's a 3. So a 1 to 3, they turn 2. They do not turn 2. They don't turn 2. So we know that Billy Goodman scores. The game is tied. Game is tied. Fox does advance to third. Landis's base running rating is a 5, which beats the 4, which is higher than the 4 that was rolled. So that means he actually makes it to second because he beats the throw. Lawler goes to first. Lawler is out at first. So that's 1 out. Runners at second and third. I'm thinking that is what just happened. And I'll check that. So that is a fielder's choice. As a run does come in, should be runners at second and third, but now we're tied at 2. I'll check that. So try to get this in here. Yeah, so that's how it works there. So runners at second and third, 1 out. Top of the 7th here, tied at 2. And the batter now for the White Sox is Norm Cash. And now they will have the infield in, as they were hoping to turn 2. 6-6 roll on Grimm is a blank. We go to Cash. 2-4 on Cash's card, and that's going to be a possible hit to center field. It's a 10, and that is going to fall into the T, and that is going to be a triple for Norm Cash. And that will clear the bases. Norm Cash smacks a triple. Nellie Fox comes in. Landis comes in. And you got a runner at third. And the White Sox just took a big lead, 4-2 here in the top of the 7th. So 16 runs to go there, Steeler fan. And that will bring up Jim Rivera. Still 1 out here in the top of the 7th. I think I'll go blue dye now. Or maybe, just a better idea. Black dye. Black dye would be the color dye. Bob Grimm trying to get out of this jam. The infield is in. 1-1. That's a possible strikeout. A 3 is bigger than the 8. So, yes, Rivera goes down on strikes. 2 down. Anybody who checks his replay, who watches a replay of this game, please tell me what I did wrong so I know not to do it the second time. Here's Johnny Collison. Collison singled his last time up. 2-5. That is a possible error on a grounder. Collison 2-2, and that is a star. And that is a star 9. That could be another hit for Collison. Star 9 for Collison. It's a 19, and that's going to be a double for Johnny Collison. That is a double. As the 19 falls into 17 and 19, that's a hit column roll, and Collison will be on a double. Cash scores now 5-2. 5-2 White Sox. Five runs down, 15 to go. And the batter is Luis Aparicio. 1-4, Grimm's card. He's not fatigued, so that's a blank. We go to Aparicio's card. 1-3 on Aparicio's card. Line out right to second, and that will end it. What an inning for the White Sox. For the White Sox. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And 1 fielder's choice. Go to the bottom of the 7th. The White Sox lead the Athletics 5-2. Bottom of the 7th, that was a 7th inning stretch. Early Wynn comes back out for the White Sox. Leading off. for Kansas City is going to be Hal Smith. Hal Smith is 1 for 2 in this game. Pitch from Wynn. A 2-2 walk plus 10. Smith's walk rating is against the righties at 12. A 12 easily makes it while Smith draws the walk easily. That's a base on balls for Smith. He goes to first. And the next batter will be Frank House, the catcher. Smith will attempt a 1. 3 innings left. Yeah, 3-run deficit. See if they do anything. Nope, they don't. Pitch from Wynn is a 3-4, possible strikeout. That's a 9 against the right-handed pitcher is a 5, so no strikeout. So House gets a chance to swing at it. And it is a 1-1. That's a fly out to center. 1 man down. Joe DeMaestri. See again if Smith wants to do anything. 15, no. DeMaestri 1-2 on Wynn's card, a possible error check. Now we go to DeMaestri's card. 4-4, and that is a single. That's a single past the shortstop. Single past the shortstop. So there's definitely an error on. There may be an error on the play. So runners at first and second. Shortstop is Aparicio. His error rating is an 8. But a 14 on the die means he does not commit the error. So it's going to be single. So it's a single S6. Hal Smith's base running rating is a 2. In order to get to first to third on an S6, he needs a 5. So he doesn't. So it's going to be runners at first and second. And 1 out on a base hit by DeMaestri. So now the Athletics got something to go. You're a little behind, but on the EG, that became a double. Still need to check for error. Outfielder may boot the ball. Thank you there, D. Smith. That's fine. Thank you. I'll know that for next time. Like I said, this is still confusing me with some of these grounders and such, and the base hits. But when you do me a favor, D. Smith, run through the replay of this game, right? Check what I did wrong and put it in the comments. I want to really do this game for a season replay. I really do. And I want to make sure it gets done right. Payoff pitch, I pretty much have down pat. But inside pitch, I really like this system. So I want to get better with it. Bob Grimm is the pitcher, and he was supposed to bat. So that's going to be it for Grimm. He's going to come out. They'll bring in a pinch hitter against Wynn. And Wynn's a righty, so let's see what they got in the lefty on the bench. And it looks like it's going to be Russ Snyder will come on and pinch hit for the Athletics. Game is in your top 2 to 3 favorites. Yeah, I know. I love it too. I really do. Runners at first and second, 1 out. 5-2 White Sox. Russ Snyder will pinch hit for the pitcher. Pitch on the way, 3-1 on Wynn's card. That's a possible walk plus 10. Snyder's walk rating is an 8 against the righties. So it would be an 18, but a 20 on the die. Wynn does not walk him. So Snyder gets a chance. 2-6, and that's a single to center field. That's going to be that's a single to center. So let's move the bases first. So we know Smith definitely advances 1, DeMaestri 1, and Snyder 1. Now Smith's base running rating is a 2. There's a 2. From second to home on a single to center is a +2. That becomes a 4 for him to score. The center fielder's arm is a -1, so it's a 3. So a 1 to 3, Hal Smith will score on the single to center. And it's a 1, and it is a I actually want to ride the blue die. It's a 6. He does not score. The red die. The red die is a 6, and we got a 1 here. So let's see if I get this right here. So we know he's possibly out. So check second die roll of 1 chart, and it is a 1. Roll of 1 on the throw chart. Lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base running rating. The trailing runners advance on the throw. So Smith should be out if that is correct. Jeez. Confusing. I got to get a flow chart. I really got to create a flow chart with these charts. So let's see what we got here. So Smith, base running, he rolled a 6. The 6 is his dice roll, so he should be out, if I'm correct about that. Check second die roll of 6. Roll of 6 on the chart. Lead runner advances, ball cut off. Jeez, this doesn't make, dang it. The chart is just, I tell you, the chart just doesn't help me here. It's a single to center, so it's a +2 to Hal Smith. Smith's base running is a 2, plus the 2, and it's a -1, so it's a 3. So a 1 to 3, he was safe, but it was rolls a 6. If the ABR is 6, read the first die, leave the first die, 1 red against the first runner advancement die chart. So it's a 6. So the first runner advancement die, check second die roll of 6 chart. So a 6 is rolled. So that means I got to check the die roll of 6. And a 1 is the white. So lead runner advances, ball caught off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So Smith is safe and the trailing runner is thrown out. Thank you there, brother. So DeMaestri is out at third. So 2 out, so the runner does score. Like I said, I got to, jeez. So Smith does come in. DeMaestri is out. Now does Snyder go to second? I think the Snyder does not, and the Snyder does not go to second. He holds at first base. Because the trailing runner was thrown out, but the Snyder advanced to second on the throw. Trailing runner is thrown out. Smith is safe and trailing runner is out. We already got that. I'm going to say he does not advance. It's a single, so he stays at first. So I'm going to say he does not advance. 2 outs, but it's now 5-3. Wow. That's okay. We'll get this one of these years. Thank God. Thanks, I got D. Smith helping me out here. 2 outs now. And the batter is Bill Tuttle. And this is early win, and early win is still, it's not addressed, but I agree the batter should not advance. Okay. Thank you there, D. Smith. You know what I got? There's the John, whatever his last name was, the B, did an annotated rule book. I got to look at that. So here's the pitch to Tuttle. After all that, 3-4. Possible strikeout. Tuttle's rating is against the righties of 5. 14 does not strike out. Tuttle gets a swing at it. 6-3. Ground ball to third, and that's going to do it. As he easily throws to second base to get the force, and that will take care of it. Let's see. So 1 run for the Athletics on 2 hits and a walk. Still 5-3 White Sox. Yes, John Brewer. Yeah, what I gotta do is I gotta print out that annotated book, and I need to read it like a Bible. Top of the 8th inning, I guess the the Athletics need a pitcher. Leading off for the White Sox is their pitcher, early Wynn, but he is due to be fatigued actually on the next batter, so he's going to come out, and the White Sox will bring in a new batter. So let's see first who the pitcher is going to be for Kansas City. And that's going to be Rip. That's going to be Rip Coleman. He'll be the new pitcher. And he has his own batting card, so we put that in there. Rip Coleman be the new Kansas City pitcher. Now the White Sox need to bring in a batter. And then want a righty, I guess. And with 472 at bats, that batter is going to be Al Smith. Al Smith will pinch hit against Rip Coleman as early win will be done for the game. Top of the 8th inning, 5-3, White Sox leading the Athletics. Salvador America joins me here as you wait for your wife to come out of the doctor's office. Oh, I hope everything's okay, sir. We're at the top of the 8th inning in a game between the 1959 White Sox and Athletics. This was a game where the White Sox crushed the Athletics 20-6. Well, we are pretty much far away from that. But the White Sox, however, are leading. Here's the pitch from Coleman. 6-5 on Coleman's card, range play. Smith, 5-4. There's a star line 3. So, and that is a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Smith. His range is a 1, but he ain't going to make it. That's going to be a base hit. Turns out into a single. Smith's on it first. Smith makes it to first base on a single past the third baseman Smith. Runner on. Top of the batting order for the White Sox, there's Billy Goodman. She's getting an iron infusion. Okay, cool. Hope all is well, sir. Let's see if Smith wants to do it. We're in the 8th inning, so let's see if there's anything going on. Nope. Rip Coleman. That is a 1-6. And that is a star line on against a left-handed batter. So that's a lefty. So that's a star line roll. And that is a 4, and that is a ground ball to shortstop. So the question is, do we have a double play? Goodman, double play of 1. But oh, that's right. Jeez. Let's just leave it as it was single. But you're right, D. Smith. I forgot on a grounder to range play. It should have been a single or a double. But we'll see if it turns into a double play. As I said, this game's a mess. We're still learning the rules. But you're right. Thank you, brother. So Rip Coleman. So we're going to see if it turns into a double play. So Goodman's double play rating is a 1, and nothing from Coleman. Coleman's a lefty, so this ball was hit to shortstop. So the pivot batter is a second baseman's the pivot hit man. Lopez's pivot rating is a -1. So with no chance of a double play. No chance of a double play because it's going to be a 0. So now we roll to see who's out, I guess. It's a 4, so Al Smith's going to be out, and Goodman reaches first. Because I know the roll is higher than his base running rating. 1 out. Fielder's choice. Next batter is Nellie Fox. Goodman attempt rating a 1. See if he's doing anything. Nope. And there's a lot to remember is right. 4, not like payoff pitch where I can just roll and just go on. 4-5, and that is against a left-handed batter. That's a K plus. That's a K plus. That's a K plus. So it's going to be +10. And Nellie Fox is against a left-handed pitcher is a 1, makes it 11. 7. Fox strikes out. Big strikeout on Nellie Fox. 2 down. And the batter will be Jim Landis. We'll see if Goodman does anything again. 18, nope. Coleman's pitch. 1-6. Star line. Star line against the left-handed batter, but it's a blank. But Landis is a right-hand batter, so it's a blank. So we go to Landis's card. 1-5. Single to left field. And that is his 3rd base hit in a row. So we know the runners automatically move. Goodman's base running rating is a 1. It's an S7. So on a single to left, to move to third's a -2. So Goodman has no chance to get to third base, even with 2 outs. So he stays at second base. So runners at first and second with 2 outs now. And the batter is Sherm Lawler. Coleman has 7 batters he pitches to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put his fatigue rating there. Sherm Lawler. Lawler is 2 for 4 in this game. Michael Peterson joins me here at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. Great tournament at Wingfoot sudden death playoff. For History Maker Golf. Oh yes. That's why I bought the game. It's awesome. 6-4 for Coleman, and that's going to be a range check to Lawler. 4-2 on Lawler's card. It's a ground ball to first, but Hadley has to make a check. It's a range 1-2, and he didn't make it. Is that going to be a single or double? That's a double. That is a double for Sherm Lawler as he gets it past Hadley. So we know Goodman definitely scores. We know Landis definitely makes it to third, and we know Lawler's on at second. The ball is hit. The ball gets past the first baseman, so it's a hit. So let's see, we give it a double chance here. So the G3 becomes an S3, and Landis needs a 4-6. Becomes actually. Well, hold on. Jeez. From first to home on a single -1. So Landis's base running rating is a 5, so it becomes a 4. At least I think so. Hold on. 1959 in this game between the White Sox and the Kansas City Athletics. So it was an S3. The G3 becomes an S3. It's a double. So the question is, does he make it home? His base running rating is a 5. There are 2 outs, so it's +1. So it's a 6 for Landis. Or is that just 2? Or is that just 2 outs? Or does he stop there? Hold on, because it became a double, so it becomes a double. That's what that is. Let's see here. So double G. Doesn't say here. Just says double. So is that just a? Yeah, we're losing the lineups for that game. Yes, we are. It becomes a D9. So subtract 1 from run rating on first. So it does become a D9. Okay. So it becomes a D9 then. So a G3 becomes a D9 on that. Okay, very well. So it becomes a D9 on a failed range check. So that means that on a D9, Landis' base running rating is a 5. Is a 5. So it becomes a 6, and the throwing rating of the right fielder is Maris, which is -1, so it's a 5. So it's a 1-5. It's a 1-5 to see if he. It's a 1-5 to see if he scores, which he does. Yep, that's it. That's correct. Still learning it. So Landis will come in to score. So we know Goodman scores. We know Landis scores. And Lawler is on second base. So 2 runs scored for the White Sox, and they now lead it 7-3. And the next batter is Norm Cash. And Cash is 1 for 3 today with a single and a walk. 2 outs here. The fans here at KC Municipal Stadium are not enjoying this now as the White Sox now lead it 7-3 as we're trying to see if we can get to 20-6. But so far it doesn't look too good. Rip Coleman is still on the mound. He is not fatigued yet. I'm not doing that pull rating thing right now, the automatic pull rating. Not doing that in this game. That's optional. Not doing that. Play until he's fatigued for the time being. Pitch from Coleman, 5-2, possible home run. Norm Cash, 16-14, but nothing that's not going to be a home run. So Cash gets a crack at it. 2-3, and that is going to be a single to center field. So Cash gets the first. Lawler gets the third. And Cash's base running rating is a 2. It's an S8. It is an S8, so it's a +2 for Lawler. So it's 2 + 2 + 4, plus the use the batter's face rating, yeah. So 2 + 2 is 4 for Lawler because it's a single to center field. +2 is 4. 2 outs, so it's +5. Center fielder's arm is Tuttle. His arm is a -2, so it's a 1 to 3 to see if he gets. So it's a 1 to 3 to see if he scores. And it's not. It's a 6. It's a 6. So check the second die roll of 6 chart, and it's a 5 on the second roll. So it's a 5. So it's greater than the base running rating of Sherm Lawler. So he's out. Lead runner. It's a 6. Check second die roll of 6 chart. So 1 to 5. Lead runner thrown out. So yeah, so Lawler's thrown out at the plate, and that ends the inning. Lead runner thrown out. Lawler tried to score from second and couldn't do it, and that ends the inning. A nice base hit, but goes for naught. White Sox get, let's see. White Sox get 2 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Still 7-3 White Sox. When is Wynn golf tournament? I'm taking a month off. There will be no golf for the month of September. I'm still trying to get my golf players set up for the full season I want to do. The only reason why I did some tournaments was practice, really, just nice tournaments. I'm putting together pretty much every single golfer from every season I have, taking out the doubles and deciding which cards are best for the seasons. You're looking at I'm going to have a field of almost pretty much over 500 golfers. They will all get a chance to do a big in my RJL 518 tour. There's no tournament for September. I'm taking the month off. I'll start in October. I might do an exhibition, something. I don't know. We'll see. But no, I'm not planning on doing any tournaments. Okay. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And it looks like the White Sox need a new pitcher. Whitey Herzog leads off for the Athletics. So let's see. He's a lefty. So let's see who the White Sox want to bring in to pitch. Lefties are Arias and Pierce. And Rudy Arias is going to come in and pitch for the White Sox. And he uses a pitcher's batting card in the bottom of the 8th inning. So it's very possible you could see Tiger Woods paired up with Ben Hogan and Jack Nicklaus. That's kind of like, that's what you want to see. I think, to me, that's what you want to see. Very possible could have a final round of like Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Tom Kite, Tom Watson. Could be amazing what kind of tournaments we might get with everybody being in there. So bottom of the 8th inning, White Sox lead 7-3 on the Kansas City Athletics. And Rudy Arias will now pitch for the White Sox. Whitey Herzog leads off for the A's in the bottom of the 8th here. Good learning game. 2-6 on Arias. That is a blank because he is not tired. His relief rating is 6, so I know he can. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So fatigued here. So we go to Herzog's card. No, not interrupt that at all, Michael. Please ask questions. Anybody's got questions, please ask, because I'm learning too. 2-2 on Herzog's card. Fly out to center field. 1 out. That will bring up Hector Lopez. If you're wondering why Lopez has a 1959 New York card, I said it earlier in the game. Hector Lopez was on got traded to the Yankees later. He had more at bats with the Yankees than did with the White Sox. He was on the White Sox. Was on the Athletics when this game was played. So that's why Hector Lopez is in a Yankee jersey instead of a A's jersey. Pitch on the way. 6-1 on Arias' card. Possible strikeout. And here's a 13, and against the lefty, it's a 12. Nothing extra, 13. So Lopez barely does not strike out, so he'll get a crack at it. 1-3 on Lopez's card. Single to left field. And he will go to first. They're down by 4, so no strategy roll. And the batter next for the Athletics is Roger Maris. And my next inside pitch game will be from 1961. It will be the quote-unquote Roger Maris game. That Maris hits number 61. We'll see if he can do it against the Boston Red Sox. That'll be in the 1961 set, which is already on the way to me, by the way. When I get a set, I order a set. So it'll take about a few months to get them all. No big deal. It's only money. 1 out. Pitch to Maris. 2-4 on Arias' card. Blank. We go to Maris' card. 5-2 on Maris. That's going to be a single up the middle to second, past second base. And that's a base hit. We know Lopez is on second. Lopez's base running rating is a 3. And he needs a 3 to 6 to advance to third. He does have a 3. He will do it, and he'll go to third base. As he only used the base running of the ratings of the batters on a hit past the infielder. So runners at first and third and 1 out. Maris gets his second hit of the game. And the next batter for Kansas City will be Kent Hadley. Infield playing back. They'll play for double play. 2-2 on Arias' card. Possible strikeout. And 18-7. Hadley, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down. And now the batter is Hal Smith. Infield now back normal. Arias with the pitch. 6-6. Another possible strikeout. 11, though, will not do it. So Smith gets a crack. 3-6 on his card. Possible hit to left field. And that's a 20. No way. Oh, boy, that's going to be a fly out to left. Oh, boy. That stinks if you're an A's fan. And that ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits. And it's still 7-3 White Sox. We go to the top of the 9th. And yes, of course, I did not mention Salvador America says the main event is tonight, as he's right. Game number 4 of the NLDS of National League Division Series Alpha. Reds and Dodgers. Game 4 tonight. The Dodgers try to eliminate the Reds, which I really didn't think would be happening. The Reds got to win tonight to send it back to Riverfront for a Game 5 tomorrow night. As we see what happens, I'm hoping, I don't know, I got a number of Reds fans. I wonder if the Reds fans will stop coming like Brandon Baker. I wonder if they'll come if the Reds lose. I don't know. I don't know, Salvador. I have no idea. We're going to see a new pitcher for Kansas City as Rip Coleman was totally ineffective. The leadoff batter for the White Sox is Collison. So I think we'll see if Kansas City wants to bring in a pitcher here. I think we'll bring in a lefty. And that lefty is going to be Dick Tomanek. He'll come in and pitch. Lefty against Collison. Tomanek's relief rating is a 7, so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he pitches here. That's now his fatigue. So Johnny Collison will bat for the White Sox here at the top of the 9th inning. Pitch from Tomanek. And that is a 5-6, a possible strikeout, 11. And, yeah, that's going to be an easy strikeout on Collison, 1 out. Hall of Famer Luis Aparicio. Tomanek, 3-6. Wild pitch, but it's fouled away since there's nobody on base. Roll again. 2-5. Possible strikeout again on Aparicio, a 6. Just misses it. There's no strikeout addition or subtraction on at KC Stadium. So it gets by Aparicio, so Aparicio gets a chance to swing at it. 3-2, and that's going to be a fly out to right. 2 outs. And that brings up the pitcher, Rudy Arias. And Arias they're going to bring in a pinch hitter for him, so Arias is going to be done. As Arias his fatigue was coming up in the next inning, so he will leave. We'll see a pinch hitter for the White Sox. We need a righty, it looks like. And going by at bats, that's going to be Bubba Phillips. Bubba Phillips will take a swing. Pitch on the way. 5-1. Possible walk. Phillips is a 6-4, but a 20 on the dice won't matter, so Phillips gets a chance to swing at it. 1-3 on Phillips' card. Single to right field. Phillips goes to first. A pinch hit single. Top of the batting order for the White Sox, Billy Goodman. Not doing a steal. You're up by 4 runs, so the strategy roll doesn't come into effect. 3-6 on Tomanek's card. Possible wild pitch. A 20 though beats the 1-11 or the 12-16. So Tomanek got away with one there. They'll do it again. 3-3. Now it's a possible error on a grounder. 6-3 on Billy Goodman. That's a possible ground ball to third. So the ball was hit the third base to Smith. His error rating is a 12, but a 17. He will make the play, so he'll throw to with 2 outs. He'll throw to second to get Phillips, and that will do the inning, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Tomanek's going to come out because he's due to bat third anyway, so we'll see a pinch hitter definitely for the Athletics. Leading off for Kansas City is going to be Frank House. He's a lefty, so let's see who the White Sox want to bring in to pitch. And they're going to bring in Billy Pierce, who did start, but he relieved a couple of times. Might be in here for just one batter. Billy Pierce will pitch to Frank House. Only a 4 reliever, 4 in relief. So here's the pitch. That is a 2-6 on Pierce. That's a blank. Go to House's card. 4-4 on House's card. That's a single to left. Leadoff base hit for House. And the batter is Joe DeMaestri. That's going to be it for Pierce. They just wanted to see if he can do a left. We use him as a loogie, which didn't work. So now they'll bring in another pitcher for the White Sox. Let's see. And that's going to be Jerry Staley. He will come in to pitch. Runner at first base. DeMaestri, the batter. Here's the pitch from Staley. 4-6. That's another blank. DeMaestri 5-1, and that is a ground ball to short. And of course, the infield is in automatically with a runner on first. So ground ball to short. Double play rating is a 3. Staley's double play rating is a 0. The ball is hit to shortstop. DeMaestri is a right-hander, so it means the second baseman is the pivot man. So it's a -1 on the throw, So a 1-3, they turn 2. They get it. Double play. 2 outs. And the Kansas City Athletics ground out into a 6-4-3. The Athletics will bring in a pinch hitter. And it's going to be, let's see. It's going to be left-hander Preston Ward against Staley. Preston Ward against Staley. So here is the possible last batter. 1-1, possible home run check. So and against a left-handed batter, 1-13, 6. So it does have a chance. So Preston Ward needs a 1-7 to get a homer, and he does not. So now it goes to Ward. 3-6 on Ward's card is a fly ball to left. So he thought he got the home run, thought it might have carried out of here, but nope, it's a fly out to left field. As Collison makes the catch, and this ball game is in the books. So the White Sox win this game 7-3 behind the pitching of early Wynn. No runs and a hit. Let's get a final line score for you guys. Let's see here. So 7-3. So 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 13, 17, 18. The White Sox had 18 hits. So for the White Sox, 7 runs, 18 hits, and an error. For the Royals, 3 runs, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 hits, and no errors. And of course, early Wynn is the winner. So Wynn is the winner, and Garver is the loss, takes the loss in the game. And that will do it. Thanks to everybody for helping me out playing this thing. I'll get better at it, and sooner or later we won't have to worry about doing it. Al, Red Sox fan, thank you for joining me. I might do a one and gone. You do a one and done tournament. I might do a one and gone tournament using Inside Pitch. You call it one and done. I'll call it mine one and gone. So who knows? We'll see. Thank you, D. Smith, Al Red Sox fan, Michael Peterson for joining me, Salvador America, SDG Replays, Steeler fan 1933, Cammy Poo 2915 for all of you. Remember tonight, big game in the National League Division Series, Game 4, Reds at Dodgers. Dodgers win, the Reds are out. Reds win, got elimination. We got a Game 5 tomorrow. So join me for that. That game will be around 8. Thank you all for joining me here. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. Have a good day, everybody. Final score, once again, White Sox over the Kansas City A's, 7-3. We'll see you guys later. Okay.